Hey, I'm Big Louie.
And I'm Little Louie, and this is Lucy on our special episode of
LOU3?
LOU3RETRO, yeah.
LOU3RETRO. Today was garage sale day, and I'm tired. It was a long day. I decided to get up at like 4:30, 4 or something like that, because they started at 6. So I'm tired. But before I get into the garage sale, I stopped at the little thrift store just down the road for the house the other day, and I saw this N64 Platinum Wavebird in really good shape. Could not find the dongle that goes inside of the not N64, GameCube. I'm tired. So these are like $20. These sell for ish, around $20. So I don't know what it's like without, how much it goes for without it, but I saw that the dongle was just trying to buy a dongle was like $20 in itself. So I'll imagine that this alone, I don't know, it's probably worth something. It doesn't work with our aftermarket ones, so that stinks. But so we had a garage sale today. Go ahead and, do you want to show them everything first?
Yeah. So.
Let me hold her.
Yeah.
She's like furry bagpipes.
Yeah. My friend, it was my birthday recently, and I got him something for his late birthday, and he decided to give me this crossbow that I was looking at. He was going to sell it, and then he decided to give it to me with this little Nerf dart, and works pretty well. Oh, wait. Actually, that have to work. And then also go on my back.
So there was a crossbow kid running around all the garage sales today.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Take this back. So I may have mentioned this a while ago, but I had 2 big boxes of baseball cards, and I also had like football, basketball cards, ALF cards, Gulf War cards from like the early 90s, and Batman cards, and all kinds of cards, Notre Dame cards. Batman. So a lot of cards, and I've had these cards. I've been sitting on them, and some of them are, you know, I know the entire card industry went in flames there for a while, or still, you know, went down a while ago. But I've had them, and I've been hanging on to them, and I've been wanting to take them in to get them appraised or see what kind of store credit I could get. And I've just been holding off on it because I know it would take forever. Meanwhile, I have a friend down the road who I helped him set up his Nintendo. I know that seems like a weird thing, but I helped him set up his Nintendo, and he's very into baseball. And I figured he'd be into baseball cards, but I didn't know how into baseball cards he was. He's into baseball cards pretty good. He just lives a couple houses down, and I had told him a while ago, I was like, hey man, I got a lot of baseball cards. You got some cool Nintendo games. We need to swap pink slips on these things. And he didn't seem very thrilled about it at first. And so today at the garage sale, I brought out all my baseball cards. I put make an offer, you know, and mom and pop saying, oh, little Jimmy has a, you know, 9-year-old Jimmy has a baseball card collection. I'm like, there's a lot of baseball cards here. You know, in my mind, I'm thinking $100, $200. I don't know, for all these baseball cards. I mean, there's a lot of baseball cards, right?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, most of them were from the early 80s to mid 80s, and then some into the early 90s, I guess. But and there was some dating back to the 50s and 60s, you know, old Roberto Clemente cards that were, you know, half the size of a normal card. A lot of old Pete Rose cards for whatever reason. Anyway, so he came out and started thumbing through them, and he started off with well, let me just see what I need, and maybe I can buy a couple off of you. And by the time he was done, he like half of the cards he wanted, and the other half he's like, "You're stuck with those, buddy." And I'm like, "Man," I'm like, I kept pushing the game swap thing, and sure enough, he went for it. So I was kind of glad, and I think it really worked out for the best for the both of us. Because he really doesn't play the games. There's like one game that he played, which I think they had the original Mega Man that he hung on to, which I'm fine with. That's cool because they got a lot of great games.
We got Rampage, which is what I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through these. So this is what I got, and I only took half of his games. He still has the other half of his games, so I have them all laid out here. So I'll start in coolest ones first.
Oh, if we're starting coolest ones first, then coolest ones first, right? Coolest ones first.
Okay. So we got Rampage, which
I love Rampage. It's one of my favorite old arcade games. There's something about it that just
and we have this on several systems, and I've said, this is one of if not the first arcade game that I remember playing at Shakey's Pizza when I was a kid, and I loved it. So
Shakey's Pizza?
Yeah, you'd like it. It was really good. But then we got Contra finally. All these games are in great shape too. This I've wanted for a long, long time, and I remember playing it when I was a kid, but I wasn't a super huge Contra guy. But this game, sometimes you find it. When I first started collecting, they were like $20, and I was like, oh, $20 for Contra? That was like a real popular game. I'm just gonna wait, and then it just kept going up, and it's one of those things that it should not be an incredibly expensive game because it's so prevalent, but it is because it was a popular game. So we're glad to have this. Thanks to my friend Jeremy for making the swap. So I still have half of my baseball cards. I could take to the trading place and trade them in for game credit. So, and then here's two big ones that I'm real happy to get. Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3. And again, I think he kept the original Mega Man, which I'm cool with because his daughter loves Mega Man. So our Mega Man collection's growing.
You should have seen your shirt.
I should have wore the shirt. Well, I was wearing it when I was carrying stuff out today, so it was dirty. Another series, Castlevania. This is Dracula's Curse, Castlevania 3. We have 2, and I don't think we have 1. But while I'm on it, we also got Castlevania 2, which I didn't think we had, but because I thought we had 1. Apparently we had 2. We don't have 1, so I may just give this back to him and say, hey man, we already have this. Don't need it. Hey, you keep it. So that's cool. DuckTales. This is a fun game if you haven't played it. Have you played DuckTales?
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Good theme song. Really clean copy of it. So I'm happy to get this one too. And I've played this before on a couple other systems. I think we have it. And then some other cool ones. Here, I'll do this one next. Excite Bike. This is a game that I had. I found it really cheap. And Hooper really wanted it bad, and I said, okay, you can have it. And we did a swap for something, I forget, but I haven't found a decently priced Excite Bike, but this will go right back up into our original collection, the Black Box collection. Let's see here. Then we got Baseball Stars, which he was kind of reluctant to give this one up. You know why? Because it had the gold back, because it saved his games. Because they had the battery pack, and I was like, I don't think he knew what the gold was. Now I was explained to him it was the battery packs, and a lot of games had it, and he was like, just take it. So he might have some really good games saved on there. Maybe I should go in and see, because he is a baseball fan. So
oh my gosh,
I almost felt bad taking it from him because he's a big baseball fan.
I just now realized this looks exactly like the shape of it looks exactly like Mettaton. Like I'll show you a picture to put up. Like the shape of this of a Nintendo game. Just like Mettaton. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a couple other ones, which are, look really cool. Arch Rivals. We talked about this a little bit, where you're playing basketball and, punching and hitting people. It looks like Dennis Rodman on the front. I wonder when this was made.
That guy seems happy to be punched, and that guy seems happy to be knocked down.
That guy looks like he's pooping in the basketball room, huh?
It does. You tell us what you think everyone is doing in the comments.
Okay. Tag team wrestling. This says it's a Nintendo arcade hit, so I'm guessing it was on Player's Choice 10, maybe. I don't know. Used to be into wrestling when I was a kid. Not so much anymore. John Cena. Sadie does John Cena. She always goes John Cena. So it's pretty funny when she does it. And then last but not least, or maybe least, I don't know. We haven't played it. I like the cover art. It's kind of cool cover art. Check out that dude's feathered hair. Everybody in the 80s had feathered hair. Texan Star Soldier. Check out the feathered hair.
Mix of Star Wars, Transformers, and He-Man.
I just had games slide on the couch.
Yeah.
All right. And that was it. You know, it was a successful garage sale. We got rid of a lot of stuff. You know, got a downsize, moving to Germany. And we got rid of a lot of stuff. I've been lining our hallways with junk. And, you know, oddly enough, we got rid of most of the smaller stuff, which is the stuff you worry about. And then the big stuff, I know I can Craigslist or, well, eBay it, but I'll Craigslist it or local whatever. And I'll get rid of it. You know, I just got to come down on the price or whatever, or find the right person to buy it. As long as I get rid of it before pack out day or whatever. So, do you have anything else?
Not with me, but I mean, I got a new card mat. It has Pikachu on it and some.
Oh yeah, you got a Pokemon card mat. That was cool.
Yeah, it has Pikachu on it, and well, my neighbor had like 92 cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. He said I could have them a penny a piece, and so I just decided to take them all, and so I just gave him $1, and I had 92 cards for $1, and some of them are pretty cool. Like there's a gold secret rare in there.
Yeah.
Worth way more than $1. I'll just say that.
Cool. So anyway, I still haven't edited the last video, but maybe I'll get time to that tonight or tomorrow and get that posted. But wanted to get this videotape because we've packed up all the games pretty much in the game room, just not the consoles thus far. I've kind of left those up because I had a couple friends that I've been talking about all year long saying how cool our game room was, and you got to come check out the game room. And I wanted to wait before I put stuff away before they came over. So now I think I got most of them over. I can put it away, a lot of that stuff away. One other thing I'll bring up that just popped into my mind. So we had our shipping consultant come through here and appraise all our stuff to figure out what it gets packed and what doesn't get packed, or how it gets packed. And this moving company is supposed to do everything for us, and I had already packed most of the game room. And he's like, oh well, they'll probably end up repacking that. I don't know if any of you guys have ever used packing companies before. I mean, I'm really hesitant about letting them pack the games and the game systems.
Yeah, because like you said, it was like worth over $8,000.
Yeah, I mean, you look at your price guide app or whatever, and not everything fits in the price guide app. There's a lot of stuff that's not in there. There's a lot of stuff you may have 2 or 3 of in various colors.
Dang it.
What?
We can't eat this.
Oh. So you know, you worry about that type of stuff, and I'm good. I have a pretty good, I have a really good list in the price guide app, but I'm gonna have to make an Excel spreadsheet of all this stuff, and I'm gonna put prices on it because just you don't trust people, when you're working with collections that mean a lot to you. And there's stuff that is probably worth way more money in our house, but doesn't really mean as much to us as that stuff, right?
Like the couch.
Whatever. So anyway, there's just another thing we got to go through. So anyway, I've got one more day in class, and then it's all just finishing up my research thesis for my master's program and study for some other stuff I got coming up. But no more class time outside of this one more day. So that is exciting for me, but scary also that I have so much work, personal work that I have to do before I get out of here. So with that, I'm going to get to work, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So until next time, hope we can get this edited soon and posted up this weekend. So thanks for watching.
Bye.